Hey, it's me, Imoen.
Hey, it's me, Emmeline.
Nah, not really. My name is Chris, and welcome to my channel, where I will try to play through Dragonage the Veilguard. This is a game that I've wanted to play through ever since release, basically, but I did not have the time to do it when it was released. And then, of course, it was added to PlayStation Plus, and now it's kind of obvious that I need to play through it. It's an excellent opportunity to try to see what the fuss is about. Now, I did play through the original Dragon Age back in the day on Xbox 360. I romanced Morrigan. I had an evil playthrough. I played a blood mage and a spell sword, or a similar character at least that I seem to remember. But in regards to this game, I don't have any real knowledge about this game. I'm not really sure how the new stories will turn out. I tried to play through Inquisition when it came out, but at the time it was very hard for me to get into the game. And maybe I'll just try to revisit it some other time, basically, and see how that story ties in as an origin story to this. I'm expecting this game to be much more action RPG based around those kinds of mechanics, more like a God of War game, or like a Dragon's Dogma game, more real time, maybe more cartoony. It will probably, I hope that it will have a really decent character arc for my character. That's kind of the only thing that I care about in this case. So I hope that in this video we'll get to cover the character creation, basically, do some beginner quests, maybe leave the beginner isles, get our bearings, that sort of thing. So let's jump into it. Yeah, let's try this out. Sure. Text, everything English, yes. I guess that works. Yep. No, I always go performance. Let's try 3D audio.
I knew him as Solas. Smart, thoughtful, loved to hear himself talk. But long ago, he had a different name. The Dreadwolf. Ancient elven god of lies, or heroic rebel against tyranny, depending on which story you believe. In his desperate fight against the corrupt elven gods, Solas imprisoned them, creating a veil that split our world from the raw magic of the Fade. He had won. But the veil cost the elves everything. Their magic, their freedom, even their immortality. Now, Solas wants to tear down that veil and undo the damage he caused, even if that means our world has to burn. Somebody's gotta stop him. And that's where you come in.
Great exposition. Now, I kind of actually remember that Solas is a playable character in Inquisition. I seem to remember that he is a playable character. So I guess that was kind of a spoiler for myself at least. Yeah, and of course they refer to the Fade. I kind of remember the Fade from the first game. Yeah. Alright. So, humans, Kunari, dwarves. I'm just probably gonna go with a human. She, her, woman. Customize this one. Change the preset. I like that one. We can do something about that. Heads. Let's okay, so it's you're supposed to make a hybrid. Chunkier. Let's swap the head to... I like that one. And I like that one, and... I need to make her like less gaunt, I think. Yeah. Yeah, something like that. Let's flip it around a bit. Maybe. No. Yeah. For the time being, I think. Complexion. Cool. No melanin. Yep. No vitiligo. Let's skip that for now. Cheeks and jaw. Something like that, I think. She needs to be like big, huge. Like an Abby type. Or like Abby game type at least. Which would be this case. Just pick one, doesn't matter. And change the shape. Yeah, no, something like that, I think. Great arms. She's tall. I think we're actually kind of good. I think. Let's add some there. Skin tone is the same probably, yeah. Nice shape. Nope, 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 nope. Let's skip to hairstyle just to do something else. Oh. That could be something, I guess. Nah. Hair more straight up or to the side? I don't know. Oh, that hair is longer too. It's a different thing. Let's do this for the time being. A bit more red, I think. Yep. More bright. Yep. Let's see. Chin. Chin width. Yeah. Depth. No. Yep. No. Definitely not. That looked terrible. That still looks terrible. Yeah, that's better. And we're gonna do something about the eyes, I think. Nah. I don't mind the eyelids. Yes, heterochromia, always, because that's a cool thing. At least in games. I'm gonna test something out, which is to darken one of the eyes and check what that looks like. Because I'm gonna do a wizard character of some kind, I think. And that would be, yeah. Well, let's go with that. And let's change this into some sort of green-blue. I think would be a good thing. Green. Yeah. And maybe more green. Yeah, I like that. Sclera is the white, yes. But then maybe we can do a... Yeah, like something is wrong with the left eye, basically. Cataracts. Maybe not that strong, but maybe something like that. Yeah, I like it. Eyebrows. Let's change that up. Evil looking eyebrows. I like those. Yeah. Shape, intensity. No, no, no. Nose. Nose is the most important part of the face. No. No, no. Wow, she basically looks like an orc. Broken nose. Kinda like that one. There's a lot of character. That's the regular one, though. Yeah, nah. Maybe. Make it smaller. Nose bridge, nose tip. Depth. No. Let's make it a bit smaller. Like that, I think. Smaller nostrils. No, not that small. Yeah, something like that. A bit wider, a bit bigger, a bit fuller, a bit bigger again. Mouth corner, okay, that's Yeah, like that. Let's make that smaller. Let's make upper lip smaller again. Something like that. Ears should be kind of flat to the head, I think. More like that. The other ones are too intense, I think. Yeah. No. Starting preset for makeup would be no. I'm gonna do my own, which is a some sort of like dark. Whoa, what is that? That's like a wow. That just looks weird. Like a lighting shape. I think this would be something. Let's change the color. Something darker. Kind of like that. Green? No. Let's go with like blue. And increase intensity. Not that much. Does that do anything? No, yes. It's very tough to see. Glitter style. Definitely no glitter. Eyeliner, no. Mascara. Yeah, definitely. Sure. It's a bit too much, I think. And then I hope that they have the... Yes, they do. They have the striped ones. Which are always a favorite of mine. Which color is this? This is the actual lip color. Something like that. And then the actual stripe. No, that's still not the stripe. Okay, it's the inside of the lips. Yeah, that's good, I think. And okay. Yeah, I think that looks good. Did we have any other options? Lip liner. What is a lip liner? Oh, okay, it's the actual part that I'm looking for. No okay, glitter. Maybe some glitter so that it's not totally opaque. Yeah, something like that. Blush, no. Tattoo, scars, and paint. Paint, no. This is not a character that paint. Okay, so that's facial tattoos. I want something a bit odd. And by that, I don't mean tribal stuff. I mean something small, but in the face. Like a star or something. Or a fish. That's actually kind of cool. I like that. But then I can... What is this? Okay, so you can decrease the intensity and leave all of the other bars off. Yeah, exactly. Yep, definitely. And a body design of some kind. Oh yeah, wait. Let's do that so that I know if they have like chest tattoos. Because that's the only thing that I'm looking for in this case. Something interesting. No, no. That is kind of interesting. I do not know what that is. And that is some sort of like a wolf with Breathing wind or fire. I like that. Let's settle for that. Is there a back tattoo? Yeah, there's definitely a back tattoo which needs to go because it doesn't really fit with what I'm trying to do here. And leg tattoos. Chest. Did I run 100 on that? Yes, I did. Back. No. Left arm. Yeah. Let's leave it at 90. This is a bit more torn up, I think. Right arm. Let's remove it. Left leg. Remove that. Right leg. Remove that. Color. No, I'm good. That looks good. And the proverbial scarring. Always a better thing to play with a female character because most likely they won't have facial hair, so you can actually play around with scars a bit more. Wow. No. Regular scars. It's so weird because most of these scars look like really, really tribal, which is not a thing I'm associating these games with. Let's try this and increase the intensity. Color, more red. Yeah. And some body scars. Something like that. That looks cool. Yeah, that looks cool. Is there a better one? That looks insane. But that's basically scarification. Wow, across the elbows. Definitely not something I'm after. Alright. No, not that one. The, no. Or was it this one? I think it was. Yeah, definitely. No. Alright. Change lighting, have a look. Looking cool. Yeah, cold light is quite a lot better. I think we're good. Accept. And let's move on. Nah, she's gonna be a wizard, of course, or mage. I hope they're cool in this game. I don't know. Yeah, I don't care about specializations right now. I'll make do, I think. Oh, need some coffee. Choose a faction. Okay, so they have like an ability, I think, and okay. Yeah, because they can deal increased damage against certain enemies. Alright, which one is cool? Oh. This looks better because I basically show off my tattoos. That's a lot cooler. Now that's cool. Okay, that's not so cool. She basically has like a cloak which looks like, I don't know, draped blue wings feathers. Looks weird, but the rest of it looks really cool. Deal increased damage versus mercenaries doesn't sound too useful though. Sadly. This looks cool. And that looks really boring. Morn Watch. Necromantic Order. Kind of fits with what I'm gonna try to play as, I think. You can apply an additional affliction stack on targets, whatever that means. Yeah. Is there anybody better than that? Boring, looks cool. Maybe. Nah, this looks cool, I think. Let's do this. Defender of the Dead. Discovered by undead inside a grand necropolis tomb as an infant rook, was raised by Mournwatch necromancers, eventually joining the order. During a civil war between undead nobility, known later as the War of the Banners, she led a daring attack on the rebellion's dueling leaders. It was a success, quelling the war and saving lives, but Rook's destruction of these undead nobles was controversial. Some Morn Watchers feared Rook had offended the Order's aristocratic patrons and encouraged her to travel for a while. As a sort of a punishment, I guess. Playstyle is... okay, it's basically difficulty. I guess. Yeah, it's difficulty. Adventurer is the balanced one, so let's stay with that. And we are at the final pages, I think. I can randomize the name. Engelvar, that's a not too intimidating name. Can I change this somehow? I want to customize it. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Can I... ah, okay. Let's see... Fenringal is a good name, I think. Let's pick a voice.
Time to get to work.
All business.
What's he been saying now? Well, we're not in trouble.
Sultry.
Let's move. Well, we made it. I'm happy we're here. All of us.
Hi. We'll be working together. We can lend a hand. He's always got some story. Oh, shouldn't be a problem.
That sounds like a Mass Effect voice, basically. Sounds weird.
I think everyone's okay.
Okay, but definitely not this one.
We finally have a moment alone.
No, definitely not.
I'm happy to see you.
No.
I'm happy to... It's all under control. There's no way that's true.
Yeah, it'll do, I think. And past adventures, the Inquisition default. You can customize the character and a few events. I'm not going to do that, but I'm going to keep the default one. So that's me, human, mage, Mournwatch. Yeah, I think we're good. I can change appearance later.
So, where were we?
Barrack is also from the
Right.
Inquisition game.
Our best plan is to stop the Dreadwolf before he can perform his ritual. After following his trail across half the known world, we finally tracked him to Manrathus, capital of the Tevinter Imperium. But to find the Dreadwolf in a city this big, we need a local expert. So,
okay, it's not me.
naturally, our story begins where all great stories begin. With the seediest bar in town. And a missing contact.
I actually did think I was supposed to be the, like, guide or that specific character, but apparently I'm not.
Let's try this again.
Oh, that's me?
Nev Gallus.
You think you can come into my bar and make demands?
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Nice. I actually kind of do look like a hardened sellsword type character. Yeah.
Nev Gallus is my only shot at finding the Dreadwolf. I'm not leaving until I know where she is.
They look really cool.
Be ready to talk by the time I get to you.
Oh, we're gonna fight?
You're adorable.
It's a cutscene fight.
Not enough gold in the world for this.
Meet Bianca. She'd like you to stay a while.
Wow. He actually kept the crossbow. I guess it's part of his character, so he would keep it anyhow, but...
Nev Gallus.
Dumat Plaza. The Venatori cultists took her to Dumat Plaza.
Thanks.
Basically headbutted her. That's hilarious.
Your friend Nev Gallus is at Dumont Plaza.
I heard. That's why you're my second in command. Although, for the record, there was probably an easier way to do that than fighting an entire bar.
Sure, but it's not as fun.
It got us. Nev's
Whatever
location.
works.
Come on, Harding will be worried.
All right. Break's over.
Let's go.
I hope Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
She's the best damn detective I've ever met. If she says she's got a lead on Solas, I believe her.
Okay, that looks cool.
The Archon's palace. Something must have gotten them riled up.
The city looks cool, I look cool. What's not to like?
Should we be in more of a hurry to get out of here?
We don't want to look conspicuous. Just get out of here nice and casual.
Oh, there's a cat.
Gallus and stop Solas.
There is a cat, and I can't do anything about it. The cat is yawning. Wow. It's, can I change the, sensitivity? This is the panning, horizontal movement is extremely slow. Horizontal sensitivity. I don't know. Nah, that's still too slow. Weird. Nah. 280. Let's treat it like Counter-Strike. Wow, it's extremely slow still. Let's max it out. Finally. Thanks. Jesus. Oh, there's a new cat. Oh, that's a cool cat. But no options. No, I don't want to give anything. Why would I? I am a sellsword. My money is my money. Maybe 350% is a bit much.
You still think you can talk him down before he starts his big ritual?
That ritual is going to tear down the veil. The only thing separating us from the Fade and an endless number of demons.
We were blocked by a peasant lifting boxes. Oh.
Wait! But I didn't do anything!
Did you know?
Down.
Are they after us? Is it because of the bar?
Word travels fast in Minrathous.
We've gotta help her.
We don't have time to get arrested, especially if we...
Yeah, well, we will most likely be forced to help her. I think.
Oh, crap.
We're too late.
The ritual started. But if we hurry, we can still stop Solas before it finishes. Let's go.
Alright, a sense of urgency.
She'll get us to Dumont Plaza, and then
Whoa.
get us to Solas.
Can I? Nope. Can't do anything.
My guess is the veil is weakening, and they're slipping through the cracks.
And when the veil comes down completely,
Whoa.
And the whole world is going to look a lot like this.
Now that's a demon. Okay.
Come on, this way. It should get us.
Can I fall off? No. Alright, I can mantle objects. Oh, that's sorting, I guess.
You're safe now. Get inside and bar the door as quick as you can, okay?
Thank you, miss.
She looked like a special character I just guessed.
You all right?
I've been doing what I can to help. The ritual must be weakening the veil. There are a lot of scared people out here.
And a lot of demons. Haven't seen this many come through the Fade in years.
Hmm.
What
Oh,
about you
okay.
two? Are you okay?
So they're actually like ripping parts of the veil. Are you okay? We are in a hurry.
we're good. But we need to move.
Agreed. Solas isn't waiting, neither can we.
We got my gear?
Right over there.
Gear.
Where's Veilguard? Wasn't she at the meeting point?
The Venatori got to her first. They grabbed her before we arrived and paid off the
Nice.
bar owner to keep her quiet.
I'm not surprised our detective did something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages, but their timing stinks. The bar owner said the Venatori took Nev to Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there, Harding?
Not a problem. I saw Dumont Plaza while I was scouting the area, and it was crawling with Venatori. Follow me.
Eyes up. We've got company.
First fight.
Demon.
Light attacks up to 3 times. Create an attack chain. Alright.
Here they come.
Can I? Yeah, I can dodge. Whoa. Can I lock? Yeah, I can lock. Alright.
get to Dumont Plaza and find Ned.
Oh, okay, so I can charge it too.
Yourselves up if you need it.
I don't get it.
Sure.
Tears down the veil, doesn't that destroy everything?
Solas always talked about how beautiful the ancient world was.
That world existed before the Veil, and he wants to bring it back.
Even if his ritual kills us all in the process.
Something over here. Gold. Can I... That's, Oh, rats. And something else. Gold. Hmm.
Oh no, I think that's Dumont Plaza.
Let's move.
Okay, I probably can't do anything about them.
Cultists.
Huh. Gold.
I hate these assholes.
Oh. Can I... Does that matter? Potions.
Looks like the Venatori put up a barrier to block the way.
Oh, okay. Erected a barrier, destroy any crystals. Is that a crystal? Let's just pick that up. Oh, okay, that was the crystal. Alright.
Friendly bunch of cultists, aren't they?
We've had run-ins with them in the Boardwatch. They're always hunting for dangerous magic.
Yep, that's them.
The battle so far is very, very Hogwarts Legacy-like. Which isn't a bad thing, but, you know. I can jump down there, or take the long route. Yeah. Kinda hate when they put the pick up items button on the same button as the jump button, basically. Arcane shot ability requires 100 mana. Okay. What is that? That's that. Launch up to 5 projectiles toward your target and nearby enemies, applies burning. Sounds great. Yeah, that's a dot. I'm still wondering what the power bars are in the bottom of the screen, but probably am gonna get that explained later on, I think. Oh, okay. Ah, that's a totally different attack of some kind. What? Can I run here? No. Can I run here? Oh, I can. But is there anything here? That's the question. Can I fall off? Hate it in games when you can't fall off until you can fall off. That's a... Can I press the right button? Thank you. Oh, hello. Wow.
Beric, hiding. Not the worst timing.
Nev, it's so good to see you.
She has the tood.
Kidnapped you.
They thought the same thing. A lot of Venatori in the city have reason to hate me.
She looks
Figured I'd play
cool.
along, find out who wanted to settle the score this time. Then the sky started raining demons, so I'm back on the job.
Appreciate it. Rook, this is Nev Gallus, our local expert. She's gonna help us find Solas. Nev, meet Rook. Harding and I found her a while back. Thought we could use an
Found
expert
her.
on trouble.
Rook, like the chess piece.
One of the strongest pieces on the board, but she tends to think in straight lines.
Haha. Yeah, you rescued yourself.
We came prepared for rescue. Looks like you were way ahead of us.
A rescue? You're sweet.
You said you had a lead?
Such a weird thing to say. You're sweet.
I haven't seen Solas in person, but I did find hints of old magic, similar to what you get in elven ruins. I traced it to a building beneath Our Lady of Victory. That's where your man is hiding.
Then let's go. Before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
Worse, this ritual's already drawing more power than I'd expect from a dozen mages. You told me he was working alone.
I also told you
He's
he was
grown
an
in
ancient
power.
elven god.
An elven god. Well, whatever he is, he's causing trouble in my city. Let's go.
Still, the visuals look great, I think. I like the set pieces.
So if we do catch Solas, or the Dread Wolf, or whatever he calls himself, what's the plan?
He wants to
Whoa.
bring down the veil. Hopefully that ritual takes his full attention.
So we catch him while he's doing his ritual, so he can't fight us?
That's the hope. If it comes to a straight-up fight, we're dead.
It's weird. The character's doing like this really weird 180 in slow-mo whenever you want to turn the camera. I don't like it. We need to go down there. What is that? That is a zip line.
Line to get across.
I'm getting too old for this.
I'm getting too old for this shit. Can I break containers? Is that a thing? Seems like it is a thing, but there was nothing in it. Huh, I think I spotted some loot over there.
That's the building I tracked Solas to.
Looks like the Venatori also found it. And then
There
demons
is
found
loot over
them.
there. How do we get over there? Can we go around? Yeah. Oh, alright. Some golden gold. And now it's gonna be a gauntlet of battles, right? Okay, so I filled a couple of these meters. That's for the triple shooty thing. Ranged attack. Hold R2 to channel your magical energy into a beam. It consumes mana. Alright. I have no idea what that was. Necrosis, so that should be like a dot damage, I think.
I can get it.
Huh. Can I find something here? Just some gold. Most likely, yeah.
this is the Dreadwolf's hideout.
One of them, at least.
Some hideout.
He's been here.
Some of this looks ancient.
Solas has been around longer than Manrathus itself.
Broken chains. Solas is freeing slaves.
Sounds like a good thing.
Solas hates slavery.
Hmm.
The few things we actually agreed on.
Agreed,
He said
agreed.
the
Hear
elven
ye.
gods were tyrants who oppressed his people. He was trying to help them.
Uh-huh.
What do you see?
No sign of Solas. Just a big glowing window or mirror or something.
Well, that sounds ominous.
Ancient
Can I-
elves doing something to a dragon, I think.
Yeah.
They're chaining the
Trying to
dragon.
control it, maybe?
Solas said the other elven gods were evil. If they were binding dragons, he was right about that much, at least.
Nice doggy.
More demons.
Mages can use the orb and dagger combination. You use square to attack with the orb and triangle to attack with the dagger. Orb attacks are much quicker than staff attacks, but with a shorter range. Each hit with the orb applies an arcane mark to the target. On the third, it becomes an arcane bomb. Using dagger attacks will make the arcane bomb explode, dealing a large amount of bonus damage. Alright. Oh yeah, need to. That does not really feel intuitive at all. Dagger, orb, no, dagger, orb. Okay. So I have, yeah, I have those two equipped all the time. And that is a door of some kind?
Locked. There must be a way to open it. Let's look around.
Like a key or a lever.
Magic. Solas used a lot of power for something.
Solas, the Dreadwolf Fen Harel.
Ah, a lever.
Got a lot of names.
I always called him Chuckles.
Chuckles.
Nice work.
Chuckles the evil
Let's see
one.
what's on the other side.
Let's try the orb dagger combo again. Ah, this looks great. A small chest. That looks like some scientific equipment. And a loot. Fight? Question mark?
This the big glowing window you saw earlier, Rook?
It's called an alluvian. They're elven and very old.
That's a portal.
It acts like a doorway from one place to another.
You.
Solas uses them to get around quickly.
He must have gone through it.
Let's go.
Well, we're not in Manrathus anymore.
I know these trees. This is Arlethan Forest.
And there's your ritual. Power evolved. We've never seen anything like it.
The tremors are getting worse.
And we've got demons.
Wow. Like branches clad in cloaks, basically. And they have armor. Okay.
the demons were bad back in Manrathus.
The Fade's a mess this close to the ritual. No telling what could come
Yeah. Yeah, the cloak and, or rather the dagger and orb is really unintuitive.
Keep moving and try not to think about it.
But I'm gonna make an effort. Alright. That worked out. Oh, come on. They're really throwing the health pots around here.
Every time one of those big crystals at the ritual site lights up.
Not many of them left to light. Might want to hurry.
I guess that combo is kind of overpowered right now. Seems like, at least. But at least I'm not upskilling that part by itself. So it doesn't really matter if I'm using the orb and dagger or the staff. I just gain experience whichever way.
Almost there.
Ah, okay. A weird thing about this is that there's no, like, real way for me to parry. I can only dodge, which is... yeah, well, not what I would expect.
Nothing compared to how many will get if Solas finishes his ritual.
Ah, a mini-boss, I guess.
We have to stop this demon quickly.
Watch the lightning.
Yeah, that worked out great. Wow.
How did a demon this large get through the veil?
It's a pride demon. Damn thing probably sensed Solas's ego.
Yeah. Kind of easy.
Everyone all right?
Good enough. Let's get to Solas.
All of a sudden, I'm carrying a dagger. Or a short sword. I don't know. I don't know how that happened.
All right, I'll take it from here.
Are you sure?
Positive. You three just keep the demons off me while I talk to him.
Varric, Solas isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
Solas needs someone to sell him another option, to help him justify changing his mind.
No. That's a mistake.
Come on, Varric. We didn't come all this way just to talk to him.
He was my friend, Rook. I've got to try to reach him.
Understandable.
If he won't listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca.
Yeah, but he's an elven god. Your crossbow ain't gonna do anything.
Rook, take care of the team for me. Hey, Chuckles.
Chuckles.
Hope I'm not interrupting.
Let's buy him some time.
Alright. Wow.
I hope Varric is getting through to Solas.
Better talk fast. Can't hold these demons up forever.
This auto-targeting is not really working, I think.
The veil is a wound inflicted upon this world. It must be healed.
By drowning the world in demons?
I have taken precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Minimize them. People are dying right now. You need to listen. Please.
People are always dying. It is what they do.
That's a kind of a hardcore thing to say.
Do you want me to take the shot?
Won't work. He's too powerful.
What if we disrupt the ritual?
How?
See those statues? If we break the scaffolding holding that one up, the whole thing will come down on Solas.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
And what about the demons? Varric needs us to hold them off.
Right, you two stay here. I'll bring down the statue.
What? No. Stepping into all that raw magic is suicide.
The storm could tear you apart.
Anyone got a better idea?
Fine, but you'll need backup. I'm with you.
I'm a mage.
Trusting.
I'll go.
Either way, someone needs to stay back and
A
deal
mage
with
too,
these.
come on. Nah, come on.
Let's go, Nev. Harding, keep the demons busy.
Good luck.
Even though Harding is really cool and all, I want to try dual class. Dual class, same kind of characters doing the same thing, kind of thing. Basically, if you can overload your party composition by having multiple characters having the same class. That's always interesting if it works. It doesn't work in some games, but
This is it.
We need to bring down the scaffolding.
Why? Why tear down the veil, knowing all the lives it'll cost?
We shared a journey years ago. Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
The pillar's weak, but it isn't falling. We need to push it. Right. Together. Now.
You came a long way and made a valiant effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall.
alright. At least that part of the plan worked. shocking. Well, one can wonder who those two are. They look cool. And there you go.
You have no idea what you have done.
Tell me. Oh. He is about to tell me.
Solas? I know what I did. I stopped you from destroying the world.
I was not destroying the world.
I was saving it. You just couldn't see it.
When you disrupted my ritual, the magical energies pulled me here, into the Fade.
Okay, so that's why you're here. But why am I here?
Your physical body is unconscious, but you shed a few drops of blood at the ritual site. Enough for a tenuous connection.
Blood magic?
Firstly, I abhor the use of blood magic. Secondly, had I the power to control you, I would already have used it.
Yeah, this is a trick.
Get out of my head.
As I said,
Out!
I do not want to be here any more than you do. But your actions have set events in motion. And I would not have your ignorance on my conscience.
What are you talking about?
The Evanurus, or as you would call them, the elven gods. The creatures that escaped. In ancient times, they ruled the elves, but that was not enough. They sought not just to be obeyed, but to be worshipped. When I rebelled, they drew on the horrific magic of the Blight, corrupting all they saw until I trapped them. Thanks to you, though, I am now trapped, and the blighted elven gods walk free.
Oh, noes. Sure, you're the hero.
Right, you were innocently doing nothing when we came along.
The prison in which I had trapped them had begun to crumble. I was moving them to another.
So you weren't tearing down the veil and drowning the world in demons and wild magic?
I had a plan.
Varric always said you'd have a big explanation for why none of this was your fault.
Varric?
Yeah, he said that's your style. Never quite lies, clever half-truths that let you convince yourself you're doing the right thing. He tried to talk to you anyway, and now he's hurt.
Varric is...
He's probably dead, he's not hurt.
Practiced at shading the truth himself.
So those things that got out, you said they were gods?
They said they were gods. Blighted, tyrannical, sadistic gods. It took all my power to imprison them millennia ago. But I am certain you will be fine.
Give me more attitude, dude.
That's really helpful. What are you, the elven god of sarcasm?
Lies, treachery, and rebellion, depending upon the story. And how could I help? I do not have my ritual dagger.
So we'll find
My
it.
network of mirrors to travel from the lighthouse to anywhere in the world. All I can offer is what I know.
Helpful advice from the elven god of, and I am quoting you here, lies, treachery, and rebellion.
Nice.
Depending on the story.
Nice comeback.
Elganan and Gillenane are your problem to solve.
Elganan.
Your responsibility now.
Alright.
Why tear down the veil? Listen.
No idea what you have done. This is your responsibility now.
Well,
He's still alive.
look who's still with us.
Varric, you're okay. But I saw Solas stab you. You fell.
Trust me, kid. I've had worse. It'd take more than a flesh wound to stop me.
It's nothing but a flesh
Don't think I'll
wound.
be making it out to the field anytime soon, though.
But I need you, yeah. Straight answers only.
When we stopped the ritual, something else got out. Something even Solas is afraid of.
You've got this, Rook. World's not flooded with demons right now. Because you stopped Solas, not me.
Varric, even so, I need you to...
Rook, you've got this. I've seen your work. I remember your disagreement with senior watchers about how to handle that undead rebellion. There's a reason I dragged you into this whole Solas mess. You're clever, adaptable, and you don't know when to quit.
Rook, look who's awake.
Honestly, though, that is not always a good thing.
Potions. Didn't mean to intrude.
Not at all. I was just about to have a look around.
Oh, be careful if you go outside, Rook. It is a long way down. The Illuvian led us into something, and it's in the Fade. Because that's what we needed. The dream world.
Damn.
Then I really need to look around.
She looks hurt.
Can't hurt, in theory. And we need to talk about our next move. Maybe find Harding? She went outside somewhere. There's a table in the central area here. I'll meet you both there.
Go ahead, Rook. I need to sleep.
You and me both, buddy.
See you later, kid.
Wee! First trophy. The Minrath's job. So, I can talk to people? Alright, so this must be like the lighthouse, I guess, that Solas referred to. That's probably to change your look. Wow. She took a beating. Check in with Harding. Alright. Big place. I kinda like what you did with the place. Is this long? A place of learning with tools to study the secret workings of great magic. When Solas rebelled against those who call themselves our gods, the lighthouse became a center of operations with tools to study the best ways to free ourselves from the tyranny of the Evanuris. Should you have any other needs, ask for the slow arrow and I will help. Is that a person or a thing? If it's a person, well, it doesn't really sound like a very competency-focused nickname, I think. Slow arrow. Oh. Yep. Table's mine now. Check in with Harding. I'm just gonna check if there's a scroll or something on the other end. No. Bunch of vines. That looks cool. Really, really cool design. I wonder why I have these civilian clothes. Look weird.
Rook, you're awake. And
She has civilian clothes herself.
Fade.
this is where people come when they dream, but dwarves don't dream. And somehow I'm here.
Yeah, it's...
Because you've been transported there
Nev thought we should talk
physically.
about what to do next.
We should. But maybe look around a little. We might be here a while.
True. Now, it would have been very awesome to, like, have a party with Harding and Barrick and myself as a dwarf. That would have been cool. I have skill points. Nice. Whoa. I even have 3 skill points. Specializations. Control, sustain, burst. Can I... click? Okay. Oh, okay, so I probably need to fill these out, and then I can step out of the dice form here. I have acquired Mage Core. Okay, sprint attack, jump attack, dodge. Defend. Oh, it actually says that I should be able to use Orb and Dagger to block enemy attacks. Okay, I'll have to try to remember that. Mind Blast while defending. It's a staff-based one. Fade Strike. Use your speed to unleash a powerful attack with any weapon after using Fade Step. That sounds more like my playstyle, I think. Ooh, but I like that one. Yeah. Let's, is it 1 point? Acquire? Oh, I can refund it immediately. Alright. Downfall. Jump attacks guarantee critical hits if the target is knocked down. Alright. Nice. I think I'm gonna go full on staff for now. Frost Nova. What is this? Wall of fire. And lightning. Alright, so this will be frost. And that is a shield. Let's try that. I've already forgotten the button combinations. Gather the team at the library table. Optional ones are talking to people. Content marked with will expire as you progress. Okay. You can target the Neve.
Figures are in the fate, but I swear they're following me.
You alright?
Strange place you've fallen into, but I'll work with it. You know me.
Do I?
I know Varric wanted you for the job.
Do
You
I?
know the same about me.
I made a call that got you injured right after we met.
I'll be fine. You trusted me for the job, and I delivered. That's what counts. If we're stuck in this, let's hope you can trust me again.
Oh, romance option. Nah. I'm still so no. We'll see if we can.
We'll see how it goes.
Yeah.
Is that
I'm not
cynicism,
trusting.
repulsion, or both? We might just get along.
You take a lot of notes. What about?
Lately, what we know, or knew, before Solas changed the game.
And it's...
Not much. I'm sure Lace would hate to hear that, but one step at a time.
Not much isn't going to save the world. This'll get worse before it gets better.
Truth.
The question is, how?
Cheerful.
That's what I'm here for.
It's funny that I call her out on not being cheerful while I'm being like the biggest downer ever. This looked cool too. So Harding should be somewhere around here. Yeah. I'm just gonna have a quick peek. Can I? No. Wow. A place where I can actually fall off the map. Huh. What is this? What is this? That was something. Imperial Weave. Sounds like a resource. Now that's an interesting design. It's a very effective pouch. Yeah. Ooh. Painted pot. It's a valuable item. Oh. Notes on a caretaker. Beings in the crossroads, unknown even to the wise, though the most ancient ones make any domain their own. Yeah, that's not too interesting. Somebody describing the current situation they're in, being in the Fade. Ooh. The statue? Which statue? This statue. To enter the library passage, 3 pairings must meet face to face. But that is interesting. So it's a puzzle. Okay, so now we know that there's at least one statue over here. That might be the library. No?
It wasn't supposed to go this way. What do we do now? What do we do?
Harding?
She basically is talking to herself. That's kind of hilarious.
How's it going?
Are you okay? You have plans. More? You have plans.
So you have plants. Greenery's nice, isn't it?
Green?
Trying hard.
Most of these are dead. Figures. Maybe I'll clear them out. Give me something to do. I hate sitting around. We shouldn't be sitting around.
Alright, so she's a girl of action.
Let's start with that. As soon as we can.
You know you can take some time to just...
Now you sound like Varric. Varric and I started this. And I can't stop. Not now. Don't ask me to. So, come get me when you're ready to go. Alright?
Alright. We still need to talk about them plants, though. Are you gonna talk about the plants? Hello? No. Yeah, lots of dead plants in here. Could use a green thumb. Sadly, I'm a wizard turned sellsword, so green thumbs are not really my thing. Here's another one. Alright. Pure ore and gold. So that one can absolutely see the other statue. And that is another. Can they see each other? No. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. 3 of them are supposed to see each other. How does that work? What? Look at this place. We planned a rebellion here once. Said we'd change the future of the elves, throw off tyrants, and we did. Now the path outside is fractured. It'll be hard rekindling all the illuvians. Okay, so it's a message to Solas. Don't cause too much trouble. Well, that's a bit too late now. So I can gather all the people. And for some reason... Oh, did it light up? Maybe it did. I was about, like, am I gonna die? All damage, is that a thing? But then again, it's the fade, so probably not. Let's see, push that, and push it again. Is it like an invisible beam, which is supposed to, like, bounce around?
Must be 2 more.
Okay. That's what they meant. Whoa.
That's the second. 1 more to go.
Okay, they meant 3 pairs. Did I miss one? Whoop. Nah. Nah. This is not that kind of game. Oh, alright. That explains that. Probably just to drop down, yep. Ooh, blacksmith's tools. Valuable item. Anything interesting? No, not gonna read that. That was a lot of fluff.
Okay, that did something.
That did something. No, it should be this one, right? No. No, because that was that, and I've already been here. It should be that one with the tree trunk bridge. No.
I think I'm getting used to the fade.
What? Where am I supposed to go? Okay, so maybe it's like a part of the original building. No, there's a lot of wisps there. Maybe it's this part. No.
Don't have anything for you, or did you just miss me?
I did miss you. Illuvian room? The Dreadwolves Illuvian. Most of us have only traveled through the Illuvians at the whims of those who call themselves our gods. We know them as mirrors that always go from one to another, a bonded pair linked no matter the distance. Travel is as safe as a normal Illuvian. If you have questions, ask for the slow arrow. So maybe it's like a passcode of some kind. Ask for the slow arrow. This looks cool, but this is obviously not what I'm looking for. Why? Getting into the library. That's what I'm supposed to do. We're looking for, at least. But this is just back to Varric. Let's just try that out for the time being. Huh. Yeah, sure. Okay.
I wish I could be out there with you, Rook. Just be careful.
Screw you guys. Why is this so hard? Can I go up a level? No. And both of these are covered by branches and vines. So it couldn't be here. This is so weird. Yeah, and I just fell off the edge again. So that is the Harding and that is the Nev. Come on. Is it like a top-sided door here? No. All the wisps are at Nev's place. And I can't get in here. Oh. Nah. Wow, this is really weird. Why is it so hard to understand what I actually did? Okay, I'm gonna go to the library table. Gather a team at the library table. Oh, that actually is the library. Wow, stupid me. So something happened in the library, basically. Good question though, what that did. Oh, yeah, of course, they are lit up now. Okay, so that one is not lit, but this one is lit. So that's the thing. Aha. Music room. Whoa. Memories of a duet. Sheet music left by this instrument appears to be for a duet. It has been annotated by an expert hand. Annotations. Okay. The impressions fade. Oh. Pick up. Flawless crystal and some gold. Another little chest. That was that. There's some sort of other room in here. Let's do this. Stepping onto the table.
So, we stopped the ritual.
And Varric paid the price.
Hey, Varric made his choice to go talk with Solas. He knew the risks. We all did.
And now Solas is gone. And we're here. Wherever here is. Besides in the Fade.
Solas called it the Lighthouse.
He did? When?
Yeah, he invaded
Oh, I
my
went home.
dream.
He showed up in my dream, and he's really mad that we stopped his ritual.
Good.
He's also trapped in some kind of prison in the Fade. Not happy about that either.
You're sure that wasn't just a dream? It's a reasonable reaction.
Solas can speak with people in their dreams. Even kill them.
I'm safe on that front. I bled a little when I got knocked out. Enough that he can gripe at me, but not enough that he can make my head explode.
So Solas is using blood magic, like any normal mage would to play with your mind.
But he's not a normal mage, like I told you. He's an elven god.
Putting together a nice ritual doesn't make him a god.
I don't personally feel that Harding's composure here, lying on the couch like that, conveys a sense of urgency. It looks weird to me. Talking about how terrifying Solas is, and she's just like lounging. Okay, so that's like the profession or class response. Let's do that.
Nev, I'm a mage. You're a mage. Solas is more than that. That ritual was more than some circle mage could have pulled off. Even more than a Tevinter Magister.
Alright, well, we've stopped the ritual and there doesn't seem to be an immediate danger. For now. You're certain Solas can't use blood magic to affect your mind?
I'm not certain of anything. But we're not out of danger.
What do you mean?
Solas had two of the other elven gods imprisoned. When he got trapped, they escaped.
So those things we saw come out of the Fade when the ritual went wild, those are...
Elgernon and Gillenane. Ancient
Gillenane.
elven gods that Solas rebelled against. They're our next target.
So we set our sights on a pair of elven gods. Like it's easy.
Who else is gonna do it? If they're loose, they need killing.
They were evil tyrants who enslaved their people. We need to stop them.
Solas says Elgernon and Gillenane drew on the Blight for power and became corrupted. That was when he imprisoned them.
So instead of one god running around, we have two. And they're not just powerful, they're blighted.
We need to get out there and stop them.
Just like that.
Just
We're
like
down a
that.
man without Varric. We can't just rush in.
I know you're hurt, Nev. But the rest of us need to do something.
I'll be ready to fight when it's time, but we need to investigate, then figure out what we're dealing with.
Thank you.
And how many more people will get hurt, get killed, while we spend time investigating?
Nev's right.
If Elgernon and Gillenane are worse than Solas, we can't go in blind. We need to know what they can do and what they want.
But we only have Solas's word about all of this.
Then let's go investigate for ourselves. We'll find out what we're dealing with. And then, we take our shot.
Fine. The Alluvian led us here instead of back to Minrathous.
Let's hope it goes back to the ritual site. Maybe we can find some clues at the scene of the crime.
Nev,
Like the dagger.
you okay to go?
It's a headache. I've worked with worse.
All right then. Let's get back to the ritual site.
The Illuvian has its own special room. It's just down the stairs.
Sure. All right. Some Illuvian action. Dressed for success again.
For all we know, there's a dozen demons waiting on the other side of that Illuvian.
I can't really decide on if I like Nev's hat or not.
If it even takes us back to Arlethan.
Nev, you sure you're up for this?
It kind of takes me out of the game. She looks so Final
Don't
Fantasy
worry about
with that
me.
hat. While Harding looks like a, you know,
Let's do
dwarf halfling rogue from like D&D or something. Back to the forest.
It's quiet. Well, isn't that a surprise?
There's the ritual site. But if the gods really did get out, they're not here anymore.
Right. Let's take a look around and see if we can find any.
Oh wow. A construct. Cool.
Shut it down!
I'm trying! It's not working! I can't contain it!
Elves and their darn magic.
Strife? Irlin? It's me, Lace Harding.
Harding? What are you doing back in Arlethan?
It's complicated.
I can see that.
Rook, Nev, this is Strife and Irlin. Varric and I met them when we first started hunting down Solas. They're veil jumpers, experts in ancient elven magic.
Hardly experts. I should have been able to shut that artifact down. I'm sorry, Tarith.
It's not your fault. Since the sky ripped open, the magic's been surging. Bunch of artifacts that had been dormant for centuries started coming alive. This is because of Solas's ritual, isn't it?
Ben Harrell.
All were supposed to stop him.
Ah, here comes the blame.
Didn't see you volunteering. We put our lives on the line to stop Solas, and we stopped him.
Not without a cost.
Mm-hmm.
Sky's not ripping itself apart anymore, is it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you stopped Solas. So why is Arlethan neck deep in wild magic?
Solas was dragged into the Fade when we interrupted his ritual, but something else got out.
Someone else, supposedly. Elgurnon and Gillenane.
Mithalanast. Two of the elven gods of old. The Evanuris.
The elven gods of
They're
old.
back in the world.
Shit.
Explains a lot.
You know that a lot has happened when an elf uses curse words. Oh great, the gods are real. Nah.
So Elgurnon and Gillenane are loose, which means what?
You thought Solas was bad. He's a bit of a bastard, true. But next to them, let's just say they weren't known for their kindness.
There's a reason Solas led a rebellion against the Evanuris, and a reason he imprisoned them.
But now they've escaped.
Tareth is in bad shape. We need to get him back to the camp.
We've still got dozens of veil jumpers unaccounted for.
How can we help?
We need to find Bellara Lute. She's the best there is at working with our ancient artifacts.
And also at blowing them up.
She was off
Okay.
looking for another artifact before this ritual shook everything loose.
Loose.
Anyone can get a handle on all this wild magic and the artifacts it's setting off. It'll be her.
Right. You get your friend back to your camp and... we'll find Bellara.
That was convenient. Yeah. Is she really injured now? Why is that a crying eye? That's a very... Stay here, Neb. Help the veil jumpers. Let's try that out.
Nev, you're injured. Stay here with the veil jumpers.
It's a headache.
What?
I'll be fine.
So basically that was just stating that she's injured, but she still gets to stay.
And you're in no condition to fight.
Okay.
All right. Just watch your backs.
We'll meet you back at the Veil Jumper camp. It's just south of here.
Bellara's out near some elven ruins to the west. At least she was 3 days ago. I'd start your search there.
Good luck, Rook. And thank you.
Elven ruins. Yeah. So I'm guessing that this is opening up like a major adventuring area.
Is it me, or is there something strange about this fog?
It all feels a little off. Like everything shifted a little bit.
Maybe. The story so far. Okay, we are in a bubble of some kind. Search the area. Whoa.
Is that suit of armor moving?
Yes. Bye-bye. Oh, that must be Bellara.
Gotcha.
Whoa, cool. Cool bracelet.
Oh, people. Where'd you come from?
She is
Bellara?
immensely
Bellara
chirpy.
there? Strife and Ireland sent us to find you.
Who are you, exactly?
Call me Rook.
Lace Harding.
Call me a
Tell us
chest
to
piece.
wait a full week before they send anyone out to look for me? I've only been gone 3 days.
Well, the situation's changed. For the worse, unfortunately. The elven gods Elgornon and Gillinan have escaped Fenharel's prison. And it seems like they want to destroy the world.
Oh,
Wow.
yes, that is very much for the worse. Okay, wait. I need a second.
There is so much going on with this character design. She has these facial tattoos, she has the pointed ears, she has that like huge cluster of triangle-shaped earring thingies, and the gigantic like construct magic bracelet on her left arm. And I mean, she has like geometrical shapes on her scarf, and her like backpack things are like snugged up in like geometrical shapes. It's just too much. She's hilarious. I need a second. Understandable. Ah, you don't have a second.
Like I said, end of the world. You can mull it over later.
It does sort of explain a few things, though.
I mean, even her like clasps on her belt are triangle shaped.
These artifacts start
And like her
breaking
pouch
up
is
the
triangle
battlefield.
shaped, and her skirt is
One here,
triangle
a couple
shaped.
there. Then, a couple of days ago, the sky split
Wow.
open. And now, raw magic. Thick as fog. Only a god, or gods, could have done that. There's something kind of exciting about it. and dangerous. Really dangerous. Dangerous enough that I was gonna head back to the Veil Jumper camp, but...
But what?
See that
But
shimmer?
what?
That's a veil bubble. It's separating us from the rest of the real world, so to speak. You can only pass through it one way. Once you're in, you can't get out.
We don't have time for this. Let's just force our way out.
Oh, I wouldn't do that. I don't know what contacting that much raw magic would do to you. But there's another way.
Mm-hmm.
A bubble like that? There has to be something at the center that's generating it. Something powerful. If we can find it and remove it safely, I mean, the bubble itself should collapse.
And then we're back in reality?
Really, really hope so.
That's cool.
Well then, let's get going.
And still the scenery looks amazing. Let's just do a quick back check over here. Oh,
Someone made camp all the way out here?
We've got camps all over Arlethan.
truffle.
Veil jumpers do, I mean. Never really know when or where the magic's gonna start going wild.
Some more resources. Valuables can be sold. They can also increase the strength of your allies for some reason. Alright.
I've been trying to get to the artifact at the center of the bubble, but these magical constructs keep getting in the way.
We've handled our share of demons. A few dozen more shouldn't be a problem.
A little
Not
bunny.
demons. They're animating those suits of armor. The armor's attuned to the artifact to protect it from threats.
Threats like us.
So it's intelligent. That's a cool looking archway. And some wisps. Some heartwood. I can probably find something over there, I think. Yeah. Blacksmith tools and some gold. So I was supposed to go to the top of the drawbridge there. But there's an awful lot of bunnies over here.
That's the edge of the bubble. Can't pass through it. We need to shut down the artifact first.
Bye bye bunnies. Truffles. One would think that wild boar or wild pigs would scout out the truffles, but apparently not in this world. A chest we can't access, and a plant of some kind. Oh, sorry, crystal.
Is that water just swirling into the air?
Looks cool.
Call that kind the whirlpool. The anomaly, I mean. Never seen one this size, though.
Whoa, red and green fish? What was that? I don't know. Let's just do the loot goblin thing. As fast as we can. Barely legible note. Construct broke my leg. Veridan took a blood blade to the gut. Well, that kind of sucks. We can hear them above us on the bridge. Once they leave, we'll make a break for it. They can wait. They can't wait for us forever, right? So, probably 2 constructs on top of the bridge. I don't know. Nug meat. I have no idea what that is. Huh. What does the map look like? Looks the same. All right. Not much here, but a small path without anything. Okay. And that was just a straight path up. So, yeah, let's try this. Demons!
Then let's deal with them.
Use R1 and select the companion's ability. Each companion has their own special ability. Alright.
Quick.
Yeah, sure, attack that target. That's... Whoa. Nah, that didn't work.
Trouble nearby.
Okay. Can flash the quest marker, basically.
Artifact we're looking for, exactly.
I have a couple of theories, but
No.
nothing definite. We might find some clues in the ruins, though.
So she doesn't know what the artifact is. That's a good thing. Big chest. Nothing bad will happen if I approach it.
I don't usually see elven ruins that haven't been picked over.
Not many people come this far into Arlathan. Just veil jumpers, mostly.
And people trying to save the world, apparently.
And? Wow, they can be booby-trapped. Woohoo!
What was this place?
Could have been a temple, could have been where they stored food. But judging by the
No.
it's probably something important.
Can I change into something more appropriate? Jumpers, deft leathers. Well, that looks good. I like the purple. I like the leather straps. They've actually kind of outdone themselves with like these small details. Like she has like this strap here just stands out, but there's no corresponding strap on the other side. She's actually barefoot. I think that's cool. Can I do a change compare? More defense, more ability damage. Something which seems like something that I can unlock. Okay. Oh, look, awesome. Nice.
It almost feels like an armory. Or something like...
Wow. I've never seen anything like this.
Wait, is this... No, it can't be. Not here.
Speak in full sentences, thank you.
The artifact we're looking for must be inside.
Okay. Yeah, that kind of irks me. Because people tell me that I need to speak in full sentences, and then we have this character who apparently did not. I'll just manage. Sure. Can I? Yeah. Crystals? Nah.
we just supposed to jump across?
No.
Oh, no, we can make a bridge. There should be a power crystal somewhere nearby.
Like this one.
Got it.
Bring it over here and slot it in.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stand on top of it.
And there we go. Easy.
That is cool.
That's a great trick.
Oh, truffles. Couldn't they come up with something else which is really, really valuable, which you could find in a forest? One would think that that would be easy.
Drawing magic from the ring temple to this area. I need to shut it down before we can go up the path. But doing that will attract anything nasty that's hanging around.
We're ready.
Are we? I'm just gonna loot a bit first. Now, of course, this set of armor gives the wearer, like, really, really, really tough skin on their feet. Doesn't mention it, but that must be the truth. What am I supposed to... Okay. Use circle to dodge. I did not know. Wow.
Nice, Bellara. No one hit him. They're aiming for us.
Yep. Veil crystal.
Blast of the magic energy.
Some sort of new resource. That should be clear ahead. It's still very tough. These fights aren't that intuitive if you're a magic user, I think. Yeah, that's a big nasty. I can see ya. Yeah, there are manual saves. Good to know. Just gonna check these corners if there's anything at all. Oh.
So, that ritual, the big one where the sky was ripping apart, you say that was Fen'Harel? I mean, the real Fen'Harel?
That's what I've been told. Though right now he goes by Solas.
And, sorry, the things that got out, the big scary ones, that was Gilnane and Elgranon?
Are you okay? You sound a little flustered.
Mustard.
You know, just finding out that 3 of my gods are out there trying to end the world. Why wouldn't I be okay?
Nah, nothing here. Yeah, can't be easy to, well, I guess, get to know that your cultural gods actually exist. And that they're not that nice.
I wonder how they died.
We have found the usurper's archive spirit. It is not the Dreadwolf's creation as we surmised, but another's. You can guess whose. Removing it could be risky, but leaving it equally so. I await your orders, Lord Algernon. So, some servant to one of the gods. And somebody who is a,
The artifacts here, they expect them to work like, you know, normal magic. But they're different. The magic's more alive somehow.
seems like Solas has had or has some sort of, I don't know, competing god or entity or something, maybe? Yeah. Let's rip this up. Hello, boy.
Damn, another sentinel construct. We'll have to take it down.
Yeah. Bye-bye.
Okay, easy enough. But watch out. Whenever you see one, there's more nearby. Seeing these kinds of ruins never gets old.
Can anything here tell us what that artifact is?
I have a theory, but we're miles away from where that artifact should be.
Yeah, so I think we're gonna end this for now. I think we've got quite a way for this short gaming session. But we'll end it there, and we'll see you next time. Bye.